I'm back. I kind of took the scenic route. And the ignition system, I'll explain it, I'll try to explain it to you, but I'm going to show you where I'm at with it right now. And I've got it set up here yet. Let's see if I can get the camera focused in on everything here. And I've got a degree wheel on there. I've got my indicator on there. So get to the piston, number one piston to top dead center, which is right there. Right there, 0. And then set my degree wheel. So we're at 0 now on the degree wheel. And I'll take and hook up my box there, or my unit, and I'm going to crank it backwards a ways, and then I'm going to crank it until the light flashes over here. Right there. So we're set at about 10 degrees before top dead center on number 1. Alright? So now we're going to move over to number 2. Number 2 cylinder. If I can get there with this. Figure out a way of getting over there. Need a little longer well, I'll just have to take my word for it. I can feel it here. I'll just set it by right there is top dead for number 2, which is 42 degrees, which that's what it's supposed to be. So we're going to turn that to top dead center. Turn the degree wheel to top dead center. Now we're going to back it up, and we're going to turn it until the blue light flashes. Oh, come on. Still not there. Unless my... So I'm still not there. Oh, duh. That was top dead center for number 1. I got to go down. It's a revolution off. Duh. Here's right there is top dead center, which is I flipped the sides of the wheel now. Really. Now I'll back it up. Should be a blue light. Blue light is not flashing. So my magnets are still too far away in the inside. I'll have to tap the magnet a little closer to the sensor. I'll try to draw a picture here at what is going on. Try to explain it the way I see it anyway. Alright, so here's the 2 sensors, and I got them stacked, one on top of each other. And here's the magnets coming in. Okay, let's say this is the magnet coming in, and the magnetic field on this, the ends I have it flush with the wheel, or the timing gear, is like this. You know, spreads out like that, like a upside down funnel. So when this magnet comes over here, it reaches the top one, you know, about here, and it reaches the bottom one over here, which is about somewhere between 10 and 12 and 10 to 12 degrees. And on the timing wheel, that's double. So now you got 24 degrees, so it's 20 to 24 degrees. So I'd get those magnets in the right spots, and I'd set my 10 to 15 degrees on number 1, and it would be over 20 degrees difference on number 2. So I didn't have any magnets that were thinner so that I could pull it away. And unfortunately, I can't pull it too far away, as you can see. I pull it too far away and then it won't register. So what I ended up doing is taking it apart and fudging this magnet over. I had moved it over and tried it, and then I actually ended up moving it twice in order to get it closer. But as you can see, it's too far away from the sensor, and I had just played with that, and I thought it was working. So I'm going to take it off again. I've had that thing on and off, that cover, so many times already. I'm looking for my little screwdriver. I suppose that was it that fell just a second ago. There it is. So it's walking a fine line is what it's doing. And like I say, I'm taking the Scenic route. I did order some thinner magnets. These are 1/8 by 1/8. I ordered some 1/8 by 62, and they are the quality. I want to say quality, but they are N52s. The ones I have in here were, I don't even think they were N40s. So the thinner one is actually going to be a little stronger magnet. So here's the culprit. I'm just going to put it in here and turn it by hand and see if I can get the blue one to flash. There's the white one. No, nope, the blue one's not flashing, so something is astray. So I'm going to take a magnet just to make sure that I don't have problems on my board. Just got to make sure I get the right side of the magnet. I'm just going to check the board. Basically, okay, so that's the opposite of that one. That's the white one. This should make it flash blue. Not flashing. Alright, what's going on here? The blue one is this side. I'm just going to, I can't unplug that one. That's the white. Blue light is not cooperating. Now, I have been having trouble with the LEDs not making contact. That's not what it is. Don't suppose my battery's going dead. Try a different battery here once. Just out of curiosity. Cover all my bases here. Positive. Negative. Nope, it's not the battery. Alright. I don't have a loose wire back here. Yeah, I do. I have a solder connection here that's bad. When I moved it on this, it broke it loose. So I have to sit down and resolder that. Oh boy, it's one thing, I'll tell you, it's one thing, but after I discovered this with the magnet, I think I'm on the right track, you know, because if you got the magnet here, if you have the magnet here and the cones like that, and you have the two. And actually, it's even further than that, spread out, that magnetic field. It's like that. And when this enters that, when the bottom Hall sensor enters that is right here, and then when the top one enters it, it's over here. So, like I say, that's when just messing around turning it, it was 20 or 10 to about 12 degrees, and then like I say, that's double, so it's 20 to 24 degrees difference between the two. So every time I kept checking my holes. No, I drilled them in the right spots. Why is that not working? And yeah, I scratched my head for a while. Well, I'm gonna go sit down and solder that, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've got. Okay, I got it soldered together, and I made a little cardboard backing out of an old cereal box. Just cut it, and got a couple little tabs that I just put a little masking tape on to keep it from, if I'm sliding it around, until I get it put in a box. So I'll put this over here, and I'm gonna put the two lights underneath this parallel to hold them in one spot, kind of like what I had. And I'm going to plug this in. Number 2 is going to go to the blue one. Number 1 should go to the white one. And hook the positive wire up. And hook the negative wire up. And I think I got it backwards, but yep, I got it backwards. The blue one, I got the blue one on. Right now it's set at about 20 degrees before top dead center. Alright. I got a problem yet, still. It should have been the white one though. 2. hooked up there. Did I line up the marks right? I have it marked, and it almost looks like I have it lined up with the wrong mark. I have top dead center of number 1 and top dead center number 2 marked on my crank gear, and I have the cam gear where it's supposed to be lined up with top dead center 1 marked. And let's go back to top dead center here. Right there. That should be the mark. Oh, we're lined up there. So what is... And I didn't switch the magnets around, I don't think. Or did I? I don't remember if I don't believe I switched the magnets around. So it should have been... Was I turning it the right way even? The way things are going, you know. You ever have one of those days? I'm having one. Again. I've been having one for a while trying to trace this down. Until I finally realized that, yeah, it's the magnets. It's the height of the Hall effect sensor to the magnet is what was causing my problems. I'm pretty sure, anyway, that that's what's going on. Anyway, I had drilled holes to make up for it. Alright. Okay, so that's about 10 degrees down, and then back up. So anyway, I got the 2 wires here switched around, but that's no big deal. Just all I need to do is just take and unplug this and plug that. Plug this into where it belongs. Plug this into where it belongs. I just plugged them in backwards apparently. So now, if I keep going here. Right there's where it fires on number 1. So let me set top dead center on the okay, so that's 0. Right there. We're firing at right at top dead center now. So I'm going to adjust the... Doesn't take much to adjust it either. I don't know if I went the right way or not. Nope, I went the wrong way. Naturally. Right there. Now I'll set it about 10 degrees. And I was going to start at 15 degrees. So I'm just going to go a little more. We're at about 20 now. Back up a little bit. Right there. That's about 15 degrees right there. So right now it's firing at 15 degrees before top dead center on number 1. Now let's crank it around. It's got to go down. Come back up. I'm just going to find top dead center with my finger. I know it's not exact, but it's damn close. So, and it's 42 degrees, so that tells me that, yeah, it's pretty damn close. So we'll set to 0 here. And hopefully it fires somewhere around 15 degrees. With all my dinking around. Right there. It's a little bit off, 17. So, right there. That's about 20 now. 20. And go back to 1. And you set top dead center again. So we'll go back to the 0. And we'll see where this one is firing. About 10 degrees. About 10 to 12 degrees. So I'm still off a little bit. 12 degrees. I should be able to go to top dead center here and go 42. And then go to where it fires on this one, on number 2, right there. Oh, I went the wrong way. Obviously I went the wrong way. Zero. Yeah, it's about 18 degrees. So about 8 degrees difference. So I'm going to have to either take it apart again. Let's see. Or wait till the other magnets coming in. And then, like I say, if I take and you know, in the flywheel or the timing gear, put the magnet back here. Now the magnetic field is narrowed up considerably and gives me a better chance of getting it right on. Because right now, like I say, right now it's about 7 or 8 degrees. So one would be firing a little bit slower than the other cylinder. I think it would still run there at that. 18. Keep checking it. It'll get better just by checking. No, it won't get better. 0. The only way it'll get better is if I take it out. Right there. I might not be off as far as I think. I'm registering 18 degrees right there now. 18 to 19 degrees. And that's where I was. Cat's coughing. Maybe I need to get the indicator over there with this finger thing. I might not be as accurate as I think I am. Let's see if I can just set a high stand over here on the surface plate and get down in there. Maybe. Get away from that bolt. God darn it. Trying to get by this bolt that I have in there. right there. Well, come on now. Cooperate a little bit. Right there is top dead center. There's 0. So back it up. Right there. It's firing at 19. All right, now I'll go back to number 1. Get top dead center first. I could have just turned it 42 as long as I turned it the right way. 19. So it is right. It's just a matter of me putting my finger in there, but I'm thinking that I have it. I wonder if you were seeing any of that. Here. Right there. 19. So if I go to top dead center and turn it 42, did I go the right way this time? Down, up. Right there. Right at 20. So 19 to 20 degrees is what I have it set at right now, the advance, before top dead center. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this video out because it's getting too long. But anyway, that was my scenic route with it, all because of the magnets. Well, actually, it's not because of the magnets. It's because I stacked 2 Hall sensors, and that little bit of distance, apparently that magnetic field comes out at a real sharp angle, and so if one Hall hits there and the top Hall hits up here, well, and then plus everything is double. And like I say, when I messed around doing this, I was getting 10 to 12 thou, or 10 to 12 degrees different. So that right there is telling me that. So anyway, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to put things back together now. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and my degree, or my timing adjuster, I'm going to put a mark on that, and then I should be able to go and mark top dead center on it, and then mark degrees on the housing. It would be 10 degrees would actually equal 5 degrees over here on the timing adjuster. So that should be fairly easy, straight and forward, because everything's double. So 10 degrees 5, 20 degrees 10. So, and I want to mark that before I start putting it together and put the heads on. It's a lot easier than trying to get down a spark plug hole with your indicator with the head off. So I could have taken and I suppose and screwed a bolt down in there in the cylinder head, turned it in the spark plug hole. I could have screwed a long bolt down in there if I could have found one. and then screwed it, and then cranked it around till it hit, marked down the degrees, cranked it around till it hit, marked down the degrees, and divide the 2 in half, and then adjust my wheel that way. But this works easier. So anyway, mystery solved. Why I couldn't, I couldn't go to the numbers that, it was 159 degrees between them, and that's what I was setting it at. But it was coming out 20 degrees long every time. Yeah, it was about 20 degrees long every time that I done it. So then I finally gave up and sat down and started thinking it through, and then it kind of dawned on me that, yeah, the magnetic field is going to come out like that. So you have one up here and one down here. That's the difference. Anyway, it seems logical to me. That's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. So anyway, I'm going to cut away here and put things back together, and I'm going to call the ignition system done. I did get pulleys made, belt pulleys. I was gonna put a flat belt. I'm just gonna put a V-belt back to my Kickstarter. I did get a hot belt housing made that's gonna fit on there.